Chocolate was money here. The ground is sinking here. And when the football team scores, scientists have to check their equipment because the celebration registers as an earthquake. I am standing in Mexico City. The World Cup is happening. El Tri just won both their group games. And a man I have never met has already given me a plastic horn and a very firm handshake. In that order. I did not ask for the horn. I cannot find the man. I have decided to keep it. Before we go anywhere, we need to talk about how this city exists, because it should not. In 1519, Hernan Cortés arrived at the Aztec capital of Tenochtitlan and found one of the largest cities on earth. 200,000 people on an island in a lake. London had 50,000 people at the time. Tenochtitlan had aqueducts, canals, and floating gardens that grew food directly on the water. Then Cortés drained the lake and built on top of the soft, ancient mud. That decision is why Mexico City is sinking right now, while I am standing in it. NASA satellites track it from space. Parts of downtown drop nearly 25 centimeters every year. Some sections have gone down more than 12 full meters over the last century. The Angel of Independence Monument now needs 14 extra steps because the street around it has been disappearing for 100 years. Nobody touched the monument. The city just left it behind. Facts, 6 of them. Buckle up. Mexico does not do gentle. Fact number 1. The largest pyramid on earth is not in Egypt. It is hiding under a hill in Mexico with a church on top. Egypt has roughly 130 known pyramids. Mexico has thousands. Maya, Aztec, Zapotec, Olmec, across the entire country. But the Great Pyramid of Cholula has a base 4 times the footprint of the Great Pyramid of Giza, largest by volume on Earth. When Cortés looked directly at it, he decided it was a natural mountain and built a church on top. The church is still there. The pyramid is still underneath. I thought about this man for a long time. I do not think he looked closely at anything. I sat with this information for 20 minutes. I am still sitting with it. Fact number 2. When Mexico scored against Germany at the 2018 World Cup, the celebration registered on earthquake sensors. The goal went in. 7 seconds later, 2 separate seismic stations across Mexico City detected an artificial tremor. Not a fault line, not a building. Millions of people jumping at the exact same moment in streets and squares across the capital. Mexico's Geological Institute officially classified it as an artificial micro-earthquake. Real classification, real scientists. I keep thinking about what it means to love something that completely. Fact number 3. 500 years ago, chocolate was money here, and people were already counterfeiting it. Aztec cacao beans were the official currency of the empire. 1 avocado cost 1 bean, 1 turkey cost 100. Criminals hollowed out cacao shells, filled them with dirt, sealed them back up, and passed them off in markets. The first counterfeit currency in the Americas was chocolate. If chocolate were money today, I would also be in serious financial difficulty. Fact number 4. Chewing gum came from Mexico, and it almost became rubber instead. The Maya and Aztecs chewed chicle, a natural tree sap, for centuries. In the 1860s, exiled Mexican General Santa Anna arrived in New York with a supply and pitched it to inventor Thomas Adams as a rubber substitute. The rubber idea failed. Adams noticed Santa Anna chewing it anyway. He boiled it, sweetened it, shaped it, sold it. The entire chewing gum industry exists because one business idea failed and someone noticed what the other person was quietly doing with the leftover material. Fact number 5. Popcorn is 9,000 years old, and the Aztecs wore it as a crown. Fossilized popped corn from Mexican caves dates back 9,000 years. When the Spanish arrived, Aztecs decorated religious statues with it, strung it into ceremonial necklaces, and wore popcorn crowns at festivals. A popcorn crown. I cannot find a single improvement on this. Fact number 6. Mexico City sits at 2,240 meters above sea level. 25% less oxygen per breath. The city is ringed by mountains that trap pollution over 22 million people. For visiting World Cup teams flying in to compete, this is not a minor inconvenience. Their legs made the trip. Their lungs did not arrive the same way. 3 food stops. I am already grieving the ones I ran out of time for. Food stop number 1, tacos al pastor. I watched a chef shave pork off a spinning vertical spit onto a tortilla, then catch a flying slice of pineapple on the tip of his knife without once looking up. The whole concept came from Lebanon. In the 1930s, Lebanese immigrants arrived in Puebla with shawarma, spiced lamb on a vertical spit. Mexican cooks swapped the lamb for pork, added achiote and chiles, moved it to a tortilla, added pineapple. The spit is called the trompo. It started in Beirut and became Mexico City in 1 generation. I ate 4. The research is not finished. Food stop number 2, the michelada. I ordered a beer. What arrived was beer, lime juice, Worcestershire sauce, Maggi seasoning, hot sauce, and a rim buried in chili powder and coarse salt. The name means my ice-cold beer. It sounds like chaos until you take the first sip at altitude in afternoon heat. Then, it is the most logical thing anyone has ever put in a glass. I ordered a second before finishing the first. Food stop number 3, Mezcal. I asked for tequila. The bartender looked at me exactly the way the Carbonara restaurant looked at me in Italy. He explained that tequila comes from one agave plant in 5 specific states. Mezcal comes from over 40 species across 9 states. The agave hearts smoked underground in volcanic rock pits. Then he said tequila is technically a type of mezcal. I drank it without another word. 4 countries in, I have finally learned that the locals are always right about the drink. 2 things I will not forget about Mexico. The first is Estadio Azteca. 2 World Cup finals, the hand of God and the goal of the century, 4 minutes apart on the same pitch in 1986. Now, it's 3rd World Cup. The only stadium on earth to do this. Mexico arrives carrying the Quinto Partido, the 5th game curse. 7 consecutive round of 16 exits since 1994. Win the July 1st match, and Game 5 exists for the first time in 32 years. On home soil, thin air, in front of a crowd that once made seismologists look up. The second thing is simpler. This country hides enormous things in plain sight. The largest pyramid looks like a hill. Its most famous taco came from the other side of the world, and a city of 22 million people is quietly going back into the lake it was built on, 1 centimeter at a time. Drop it in the comments. Which fact stopped you completely? The pyramid under the hill, the chocolate counterfeiters, the gold that shook the city? Tell me. I read every single one. Next week, Bumo lands somewhere with more colors than any country has a right to have, more festivals than days in the calendar, and street food unchanged for 4,000 years. Subscribe so you never miss where I land next, or Ale.